Good morning. It's 10:30, 11. Not a bright, sunny day. But right now the sun is shining in my face. There we go. My tree back here has no more leaves, but there are some other trees out there that still have orange and yellow leaves and even some green ones. So we're still going to be, well, my husband's got the leaves raked back there, so I think that's it for raking back there. Our tree out front is a linden, and I think it still has leaves. Ow. So, yesterday, went on that PD in the afternoon. So, the adventures of Monica and Nancy and Monica. Strange things. We pulled out of the parking lot. They're rampaging out there again. Anyway, I thought that Nancy had left already. And so I just shut things down downstairs. As usual, I thought she had left ahead of me and was gone from the building. Turns out she wasn't. So she was going to the washroom. But I turned off the lights, closed all the doors, did everything that I usually do on a Friday night. And Pauline had put the sign in. So that was all done. But the door wasn't locked, so I figured, same old thing. Nancy left without locking the door. So I shut all the lights off and locked the door and headed for my car. Then I saw that Nancy's car was still there. I thought, oh, she's sitting in her car. I couldn't tell. But when I pulled up beside her car, she was not in there, so then she was coming out of the building. No big deal. That's happened to me. So I pulled out ahead of her. And we both headed towards Kitchener. So she was behind me a couple of cars. And then as we got onto the first place where we could, there was passing possibility, she passed me. Zoom. Okay. Then we got all the way to Kitchener, all the way to a couple of blocks away from the school on a fairly fast, albeit still neighborhood road, right? So it was a through neighborhood road. And I had lost sight of her, so she was way ahead of me. All of a sudden, a car backs out of a spot, out of a driveway in front of me, into the road. I have to slam on my brakes. My stuff in the back seat falls down onto the floor. It's her. And she pulls up, and she takes the right road, and we pull into the school parking lot, and she's out of her car and in the building before I am. Like, what the hell was that? Why would she be pulling out of a driveway, backing out, not looking, and then going up the street to take the right road to the school road? I thought, what's going on? So when I got in and I finally saw her, I said, what happened there, Nancy? I nearly hit you. And she says, what are you talking about? We both got out of the parking lot. And she didn't realize I was talking about that road incident. And she basically, I didn't push it, but she didn't want to admit that she had done that. So I was on a through main road, and she backed out of a driveway, nearly caused an accident, and then moved on. So we never actually talked during the workshop, during the PD. We both went to different workshops, so we never actually sat together, except at the very beginning when everybody was being introduced to things and, you know, munching on stuff. When I was finally leaving, she left way ahead of me, I thought about it a bit more, and I thought, whoa, that stretch of road, you have to choose which road to take to the left. And it's just a random street in the suburbs, and if you don't happen to remember the name, you may make a mistake. So what I figured is that she was confused when she got onto that main street and thought that she had missed her turnoff. Pulled into a driveway. Then when she saw me coming, realized that she hadn't missed it, pulled out and nearly caused an accident. Or she pulled in, consulted a map, pulled out without looking, and I don't know, because she hesitated at the next road to the left, realized it wasn't the correct one, and made the right choice and turned in finally. I don't know. It was very strange. Has absolutely nothing to do with anything but the fact that she wasn't willing to admit it. Embarrassment. But I could have slammed into her. Like, I had to. I wasn't squealing, but it was a hard stop for me. I like my tree when there are no leaves on it. Too, it looks very poetic. And then the sun peering through a cloudy sky. It's overcast, but there's, you know, dim cloud, dim sun. Dim sun. Alrighty, I should get to work. This is my week of giving them heavy-duty writing. Probably the next week too. And then we're basically into the final few weeks, assessments and Christmas holidays. Christmas holidays. We were actually looking at Christmas gifts last night when we went to the mall. Question, guys. I'm looking for a nightlight clock. Okay? So a clock that it just has a little digital display that you plug into an outlet. They are available. Hotel distributors, 5,000 units. You can't just buy one unless you're you can't just buy one. I don't know where I can get one of these. They advertise them at Walmart, but none available in Canada. No shipping to Canada. That's a nice squirrel there for you, Floyd. I have no idea where I'm going to get this thing. I want a nightlight clock. Can't seem to get it. Just a little nightlight clock. Top for now.